All right, Leo. This is going to be your March 2023 outlook. Can apply to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, or if you have stellium placements or impactful transits happening and that are highlighting that energy for you. If you don't care about any of that and the message just sounds like it fits your story, take it. So we're going to start off by pulling astrology cards. And then we're going to clarify. Ooh. Very interesting. So we've got conjunction here. It was in the reverse. So, there's kind of something that I think you're waiting on to like merge into your life. I feel like this actually may take place during the next eclipse season because Libra's here. And it might be when there's conjunctions happening with that South Node in Libra. So let's take that into consideration. But you're waiting for something to come together. And I feel like, honestly, that this has a lot to do with feeling something balanced out in your life or feeling as if justice is kind of part of the equation. Because I think with the 12th house in reverse, there's something that you feel has not either fully completed in your life yet, or you feel as if whatever is happening right now just doesn't feel good. I think there's some struggle here. I think there's a lot of hidden stuff going on inside of you right now with that 12th house in the reverse. I think you're diving really deep in order to try to understand what's going on. And if I'm going to be honest, I think the best thing I can say right now is it's just not time. And I think you need to be in this yang energy. I think that whatever focus you have right now, whatever you're focusing on, whatever your willpower and drive are trying to create in the world to bring balance into your life is where the focus needs to be. And I don't think you need to be focusing on whatever it is that you're waiting to come together. I think you know it's going to come together. I think that you're very aware that whatever it is that you're working hard toward or that you're wanting to be a part of your life, it's coming. I just feel like there's other stuff, especially with the 12th house in reverse, that has so much to do with karma and Libras here. I think there's like stuff that has to play out. And I think that things have to essentially like have the cascading click. Like I think the dominoes have to fall. And I think that everything is going to completely come full circle. I think that there are things that, like I said, are happening. And I don't think you can see what's happening. And I think that's okay. Like, good. I'm like, good. I just think you need to trust in something right now. See, that's beautiful. That's coming, my loves. That's coming. So we've got the Ace of Wands. Talk about some yang energy. Yang energy right there. Energy is present. Use it. Use it, use it, use it. Four of Wands. I almost said fourth house. Four of Wands there. Maybe this is the conjunction thing. Maybe this is the thing coming together. I feel like at some point it had. I think at some point it was present. And I think at some point it felt really good. It felt really solid. And I actually feel like it kind of woke you up to some stuff because we have the Hanged Man in reverse. I think it made things, I think it opened your eyes. And I actually think it helped you let go. I think that you were in this position of maybe being in a place of, the Hanged Man is ruled by Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house. I feel like there's a lot that you were working through, and I feel like there was a lot that you were facing in that space. I think that you, I don't want to say we're like leaning into spirituality. You could have been, but I feel like there was a lot here that you were processing. And I feel like that you were really trying to transcend the limitations that you were feeling, or you were trying to transcend the physical in some way, right? Like you were really trying to reach outside of yourself and tap into what lies beyond you. And I think you needed that. Like, I feel like there was something about that that was really trying to reveal something to you, and I think that it did. However, I think what it revealed to you is now what, like, you could, that's the thing, right? Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then there's this thing where it's like, you know that it's there, and you know that it's there. And like, right now you feel like you can't touch it. Right now you feel like you can't um, conjunct with it. You feel like you can't come together in some way with it. And I feel like there's something about that that's like, it just feels maddening to some extent. Not for real, but I think that there's a part of it that's just like, you're kind of sitting there being like, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to understand. And here's the thing, the Magician in reverse and the Six of Wands, whatever is going on right now, it has a purpose. Okay? Something new cannot fully begin until this occurs. And it will. Promise you that. I'm telling you, that South Node in Libra, when it has a conjunction, I think this is going to do this. And I think there's going to be a new opportunity that takes place. I think something is going to unfold around that time. I think that that's where things are really going to begin. But I feel like it's almost as if you had to know what this felt like in order to see that it's there and to start the domino effect of change. But I feel like this is still waiting because it's not time. There's something here about the 12th house and Libra and karma and things having to balance out and things having to play out and things having to resolve. And it's just not time. But it will be. Like, just get into that yang energy. You know, do your thing. Do your thing. Get it cooking. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Swords, or Nine of Wands, sorry, in the reverse, and we also have the High Priestess. I feel like the barrier between you and other things is pretty damn thin right now. I definitely feel like intuitively you're very aware of a lot. I feel like you're very open to a lot, especially with this Hanged Man in reverse as well. I think there's something that you're seeing, or there's things that you have been seeing, or there's things that you just know. And it's okay to not reveal that, or like, it's okay to not speak up. Because here's the thing about the High Priestess. When people approach the High Priestess, they will only hear when they are ready to hear. That is the thing about that damn card. I actually think it's the funniest thing in the world when that card shows up as the first card in any reading. Because it's this card that almost looks at you and it's like, you already know the answer. Why are you asking the question? Is it because you're not ready to hear? Or are you ready to hear? And the other cards after that, depending upon the person's reaction, it'll tell you whether or not they're ready to hear. So let's get into it. With that Four of Wands, we have the Emperor and we have the Hanged Man in reverse. I think that there was an experience that you either had or something you came into contact with that gave you this element of power, or this element of really seeing your true power within a position or within a thing. Maybe it even was coming into contact with something that felt as if it could have been something you respected. It could have been something that opened your eyes, or someone. It just felt very grounded and it felt very solid. Now with the Hanged Man in reverse, we've got the King of Cups in reverse and the Devil card. I feel like there's something here where there is this issue going on where whatever is playing out, it's like someone is dealing with the element of the devil. And I think there's an emotional thing with this. I think that there is some emotional control issues with this. I think this is feeling emotionally controlled by something. Maybe it's just you feeling controlled by your own emotions and really learning how to overcome that, how to not allow your emotions to kind of dictate X, Y, and Z in your life, or how to dictate whether or not you choose to continue to fight for what it is that you want. I think that's why the yang energy is, yang energy is so important right now, is because I think it's like you can't be in the yin right now. I think if you were in the yin right now, you would succumb to so much stuff. You've already mastered the yin with the High Priestess. You've got it. You're good. I think with the yang energy right now, with that Emperor energy, it's time to move forward and it's time to strive for something more. And it's really time to understand your power. But there's something here that hasn't ended yet. There's something here that hasn't changed with that Death card in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Wands. It's almost like there's something that you're still carrying, you or someone else, right? Like if you're involved with someone or there's just somebody in your life that's important to you, whether it's friend, family member, lover, whatever, business partner, someone is still carrying something and someone is still dealing with something here. Whatever this is, it's very heavy energy, super heavy. Definitely think it's connected to the 12th house. And I definitely also think it's connected to Libra. I think that whenever we move into this next cycle, this South Node stuff is going to be clearing this out. And it's going to be setting things right. And it's going to really be bringing karma into play here. Cause and effect. It's going to be bringing karma into play here. And I feel like you're literally at the end. You're at the hardest part. And I feel like when we are at the end, when we are pushing forward, it feels like it's never going to end. It literally feels like it is never going to end. And this is the hardest leg of the race. This is not the euphoric moment. This is the hardest part. But with that Tower, we see the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups. And I feel like there are things that literally have to dissolve or be faced or be confronted in this experience before the doors can open. And I feel like this is what you're dealing with this month. I feel like this month it is the awareness of this. I don't really think this is happening. I think it's the awareness. I think there's something here that has to like get let go of. I think whatever isn't working with you or working for you or like whatever is not on your team needs to be adjusted. Because you know what it's like. That Four of Wands showed you what it was like, and it opened your eyes in that Hanged Man in reverse. It opened your eyes. But there was something about it that felt so temporary. Right? It was a moment where something came together, and it was beautiful, and it was worth celebrating. And then it felt like it just disappeared. Whether that was an energy, whether it was like an experience, whether it was an opportunity, like there was just something there that you came into contact with that just really made you feel alive. And I think that since that's been gone, the whole name of the game is, what are you going to do with that? Like, what are you going to do with it? What do you do when you get what you asked for? What do you do? Because that doesn't mean that the work is done. That doesn't mean that you can just rest on your laurels, right? And claim victory. There's still more to be done. And we see that in the Magician in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. There's still more to be done. And this is just the beginning. Right? I don't even think this thing is actually started yet. Like, I think you got a taste of it, but I don't think it's really solidified yet. There's something about this too that feels extra ethereal with the Hanged Man in reverse. Like, I feel like whatever it was that you came into contact with, there could have been physical around it, but like there's something about it that's so much deeper than that with the 12th house there too. There's something very spiritual about this. Very Piscean, Neptune, whatever. And I just think that there's so much that has to play out before whatever this is can fully materialize in the way that you either know it will, have seen it will, understand that it will, or, whatever. There are other things that have to occur first. And I'm going to go ahead and let you know there's not shit you can do about it. So don't try to control it. Do not try to control this. You do you. Do your thing. Fucking push ahead. You are on the last leg of the race. You are getting there, baby. It's going to be good. But you got to dig into that yang energy. And it's one of those things where it's like time. Right? It's time. You better fucking walk your talk. Leos can talk a big game, but they're about it. So, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful month. Get to work.